Hello, welcome back. Okay, so this training is on time management. We all need a little bit of that, right? But this does not have to be hard. It's really just about pre-planning and thinking ahead, and not being more proactive and not reactive. And excuse me. So, with time management, when it comes to Mary Kay, is that you really want to focus on your weekly plan sheet. So, this is something, it's just like a calendar for the week. And it's got all the times. Let's say what from the time you wake up till the time you usually go to bed. And you want to fill this out like every week. And if your weeks are the same, then it should be pretty easy. But it's where you're going to fit everything in, because you need to have a plan as far as when you're going to work your Mary Kay business. So if you have this weekly calendar, and let's start from Sunday through Saturday. Well, Mary Kay believes God first, family second, career third, right? So you just take like your everything that you do for God first. So Sundays you go to church, then let's say you mark out from 8 to noon, let's just say for church. Okay. And then if you do, let's say devotions every day, and say I do devotions from 8 to 8:30 every day. So I'm going to mark that out every day. Okay. And then so let's do family. So all of my family time, whether it's like on Sundays, I choose not to work on Sundays, and that is my family day. So after church, I have the rest of the day blocked off for my family time. Okay. And then let's see, if you have to take kids to school, pick them up, you're going to block out those times as well for Sunday through Saturday. Okay. If they have ball games on Saturdays, mark that out. If you and your husband go on date night Friday nights, mark that out. Okay. So, and then you're going to say you work a 9 to 5 job. Okay. So if it's 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, you're marking that out. All right. Now look at your calendar after you've done all of that, even medical appointments, whatever you have, start marking all that out. Then look at it and say, okay, where can I fit in Mary Kay? All right, so this week I can work, I know Mondays at 7 p.m. from 7, let's say 7 to 9 or 7 to 8. I'm going to block that out because my director can see I can bring guests to her for facials. Okay, for in studio facials. All right, so I'm going to block that out for Mary Kay time. And then on Wednesdays, from 8 to 9 on virtual, I know I can bring guests for virtual pampering sessions, and my director will do that. Okay. So you want to block those out. And then maybe you have 15 minutes here, while you're in line picking up your kids from school, and you're in, the pickup line for 15 minutes. Well, that's going to be when I'm going to make phone calls to try to get guests on Mondays and Wednesdays. Maybe maybe you've got a little time on Saturday afternoon that maybe you can put as, for like paperwork, 30 minutes just do paperwork, and get yourself ready for the following week, whatever. So that is how you do it. Okay. And I can sit down with you and help you do that. So does everything go according to plan? No, it doesn't. Of course not. So it's a flexible working plan sheet, but it gives you an idea. Say, okay, I know that this is what I'm going to have to do. This is when I've set a time. So when you are talking or warm chatting with a potential customer, or you're trying to book, you can say, I have Monday evenings at 7 p.m. in person, or we can do virtually on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Which one do you prefer? And it's very easy because I always have those open for you. So, so start putting that in your calendar because when that's going to be. And so it's very easy. Just try to keep those open. Okay. So again, with time management, after you've done your weekly plan sheet, And I actually just use my a notebook that I'm sorry, excuse me, a calendar like notebook that I bought at Target, and very inexpensive. I think I paid maybe $8 for it. I have bought very expensive ones, that I wanted to have all these things in it and write down my goals in it. And to be honest, for me at least, it was unnecessary because I ended up doing really good about maybe the first 2 weeks and then not so good. And then they're heavy and I don't want to carry them around because they're heavy. And I want something that can carry my briefcase all the time. So I have just learned to buy a really inexpensive calendar from Target that gives me the month view and by the day. And that works for me. But whatever works for you, find out what that is and use it and utilize it. Okay. I also use the calendar on my phone probably more than anything else. Okay. I even have times blocked off. All right. So, income producing activities. I know you've heard me talk about this before. We call them IPAs. These are things that you do, activities that you do that are going to bring in money for you. Okay. This is what you concentrate first and foremost on: holding a party or a facial, booking a party or a facial, calling for reorders, networking for leads, whether it's by phone or if you're out and about. Whenever you're out, you should always try to have a goal of how many people you want to talk to. These are potential customers, potential hostesses. It's very important. Okay. Presenting the marketing plan. That means when you have scheduled someone to talk with me or you've sent them the video to let them learn a little bit about what it is we do. Okay. That is potential money for you. Confirming appointments. That's like coaching, your hostess or your facial, and confirming the appointments. It's important. Just like if you were at the dentist office, they're always going to call and remind you of your scheduled appointment. We do the exact same thing. All right. Pre-profiling party guest. That is also important because you're getting your guest excited about the party for your hostess. Okay. Following up with party guests or interviews. We say it's an interview when we have sent them a video or they talk with me about the opportunity. So we're following up with that. All right. Following up with your team members, following up with your hostess, coaching, where we talked about the coaching, filling orders to go out in the mail. So if you're packing from your inventory an order that you're shipping out to a customer, that's making you money. Calling customers when they got it from your preferred customer mailing. So when they get a new lookbook, say, hey, did you get the new catalog? What do you think? Do you see anything in there that you're like dying to have? There you go. Listening to recordings while cooking dinner, doing your makeup, driving. I listen to motivational things all the time. Why I just put my AirPods in and I'm when I'm washing dishes, doing laundry. So I'm multitasking. And I listen to these motivational things because it helps me in my business. It gives me the right mindset. Okay. Setting daily goals. This is your 6 most important things, which we have talked before about. This is important because this is your setting your daily goals. If my goal is to get 3 new customers every day, then I'm putting that on my 6 most important things. And how am I going to do that? Well, I got to run to Target. I have to go to the dry cleaners. I have, whatever that is my focus. 3 new customers a day. All right. Whether you attend special company functions with a guest or a husband, friend, whatever. Okay. That's making you money. Having a booth at a vendor show or an event, handing out business cards and brochures, collecting names and numbers. These are all things that are going to make you money. And the best way to succeed in your business is to focus on these IPAs. So a good question to ask yourself is what I'm doing making me money or moving my business forward? If the answer is yes, then great. If the answer is no, you might want to rethink it. All right. So now here are some other important things for our business, but they're not considered IPAs. Paperwork of any kind. Okay. Yeah, it's important. We want to be organized. I'm the most organized person there is. I'm a C personality, which means I am detail oriented and I have to have all of my research and papers. I do it. They have to be in order. But it doesn't make me money. And I do not want to spend a lot of time on it. Organizing your products or your inventory, not making you money. Ordering product or business supplies, yes, that's important. We have to do that, right? We need to restock, but that's not going to make you money. Setting goals, very important. Filling out weekly sheets, yes, important, but not going to make you money. Reading, it's part of it, but not going to make you money. Creating mailing packets, making copies, cleaning your office, bookkeeping, labeling product or brochures, practicing dialogue, smiling, yes. Eventually, are these things going to make you money? Absolutely. Are they an important part of being in the business? Yes, absolutely. But we do not consider them IPAs, okay? Addressing birthday cards and brochures. Again, important, but not going to make you money. All right. Now, eventually it will, and we can talk about that later. All right. So here's a formula to really help with your time management in your business, and really take time to decide how many hours per week you want to devote just to Mary Kay business. Then, according to this formula below, decide how much time per week should be spent on each activity. Okay, so I'm going to give you a list of activities and then the percentage of how much of that time, whether it's 5 hours a week or whether it's 30 hours a week. This is the percentage of time you would need to spend on that activity every week. Okay, so, and then from that, depending on how many hours per week you're actually saying, I'm going to devote to my Mary Kay business, then you decide how much those percentages equal out to. Okay. So, and you want to write these down. Selling appointments. Selling appointments generate money, prospective unit members. Consider holding a minimum of 3 selling appointments per week. Now, you could just do one and have a party with 3, and then boom, right there, it's already done, right? So, but 3 a week should be a minimum of your goal. You want to spend 50% of your time on this activity. All right, personal power hour on the thing. We say personal power hour because if you even set a timer on your phone and you dedicate 1 hour and work proactively on booking and coaching, your business is going to be successful. You're going to spend 20% of your time on that. Okay? Your personal business, customer service calls, personal team building appointments, following up with personal team building prospects, 19%. Okay? Following up with guests. If you have no guests, spend more time on your personal team building then, or your coaching and your booking. A gold medal 3 months in a row absolutely could change the projection of your business. We're going to spend 5% of our time on this. Office and paperwork. That includes writing notes, checking email, your PCP, whatever. Okay? 5%. And then planning your next week, 1%. Because it really shouldn't take that long. All right. So, and all that equals up to 100% of however much time you've allocated for your Mary Kay business. And that's how you do it. Okay, guys, if you need more help, please reach out to me. I am always here for you. All right. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.